I got Twitch affiliate. What this means, so Twitch affiliate, whoop-de-doo, 3 concurrent viewers over a 30-day period, get some followers, and get some followers and do enough streaming, blah, 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 blah. I still think, though, that Twitch actually there are unintended consequences to Twitch's emphasis on concurrence. One of them is that I found myself in a situation where it was better to not stream in order to get affiliate. So these people that grind away for Twitch affiliate because it takes them forever to get any concurrence whatsoever, because Twitch has its deficiencies. It's pretty much closer to Daily Motion as a video entertainment platform than Purple YouTube. One of the many things I say over and over again, because what's it going to take to get the message out there these days? But Twitch, the people that grind away for affiliate don't realize that or even partner, they don't realize when it comes to the whole concurrence thing, Twitch's lone unique emphasis on concurrence creates situations where you don't want to stream, which I'm sure is the last thing you want to hear if you've just gotten into streaming. So you're really into this hobby, you want to do more of it, you want to practice and get better at it, but you can't progress on Twitch if you're not getting concurrence. And so that's one of the issues. The other issue, of course, DMCA Mageddon. I put a lengthy blog entry over on my blog over at multimediajay.wordpress.com. I actually did a lengthy blog entry talking about as a reaction to the town hall meeting that Twitch had. And it's more of the same, really. Lots of peacocking from Twitch. Lots of, look at us, we're doing this. Look at us, we're doing this. And the biggest thing that bothered me was that I've seen this hubris before. I've seen this with Blizzard. This is the exact same hubris that happened with Blizzard and World of Warcraft around the time Warlords of Draenor was becoming a thing. And we saw the game decline and decline and decline as a result of all of this. So we saw the game decline and decline and decline. And just the hubris of, oh, somebody else out there is doing something better than you. Ha, ha, ha. Well, we're going to give you a song and a dance as to why we can't do this. It's not good. It's good. Maybe it's a good idea, but it's not good for our game platform, live streaming site, blah, 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 blah. It's just like I've seen this before, and we know what happened to World of Warcraft as a result of that. It's declined to the point where it's not anywhere near the biggest MMO anymore. These narratives are being spun about what has happened to WoW. There's these narratives that are being spun about what happened to WoW, making excuses for Blizzard's shortcomings. But the truth of the matter is that it was Blizzard's shortcomings that caused all these problems. And now we see Shadowlands, an expansion about player agency, continuing this nonsense by doing half-cooked responses to these good ideas in other games like Guild Wars 2 and ESO. Well, this very same hubris is alive and well at Twitch. I watch this town hall, and I see Emmett Shear looking like he's stoned, and then what's her face's name here? Erin, that's right. Erin, aka Aurelian, just pulling an Adam Sessler. If you've ever seen like extended play, X-Play, etc., one of the problems Adam Sessler has traditionally been known for is he has this big problem with sharing screen time with anybody else. You see him in any kind of segment with a guest, and he'll just talk all over the place, and his guest won't hardly be able to do too much. He's been known for that for a long time. It's probably a bad habit that he doesn't realize he's doing half the time, so it's something he'd really have to focus on in order to get better at. And that's the way things work with this media stuff, is that sometimes you don't know some of your own bad habits until you watch yourself afterwards. But in the case of Aurelian, aka Erin, she practically, when you're in the frame on the left and your own company's CEO is in the frame on the right, and you're just talking these big grandiose speeches while the CEO looks like he's stoned, Twitch leadership is a real head scratcher these days. I just don't get it. I just don't get it with Twitch. But it's... So anyways, yeah, because of Twitch's deficiencies, mostly with DMCA at this point, and how they're just literally, they'll work on absolutely anything to not address this shortcoming with the platform, with nothing even close to Content ID for DMCA. shoot, you know, because of this, my Twitch channel is going to be incredibly restricted in terms of content. I think now that I've got an affiliate, I can sharpen the axe figuratively once more and go take out even more of the non-gaming content until it's basically retro, Nintendo, and MMO, all stuff that ends in O. I've tossed around the idea of a revision of MultimediaJay radio style that uses the commercial break system that affiliates get for ad breaks, but I'm going to wait until I'm a bit more familiar with streaming as an affiliate and the use of ad breaks properly on Twitch before I even think of something like that. But as it stands, the focus is going to be primarily Play Some Stuff. And by the way, Play Some Stuff isn't even going to be exclusively on Twitch. Any game that I don't think is a good one to stream on Twitch, I'm going to stream on YouTube. You know, different games for different platforms because, and largely because, Twitch doesn't want to solve this DMCA problem. You know, what they're doing is they're pulling the same crap as Blizzard when Blizzard bragged about features that don't actually, you know, features that close the gap with a superior competitor, like it's something great. And I just predicted while I was watching this thing, somebody at Twitch is going to make a big deal out of, oh, you can delete your clips and VODs. That's not good enough. Have these folks ever thought about the business reasons why Content ID is such a great system on YouTube in terms of representing an alternative for rights holders that doesn't involve DMCA for regulating copyrighted material on a platform? You know, I mentioned the Jake and Bake situation. This was a situation where a guy was out IRL streaming. Somebody drives by blasting a Kanye song, gets picked up, and he gets copyright strike. He gets a copyright strike on Twitch for it. Whereas on YouTube, and we know this because I looked for videos using literally the exact same song, record label monetizes those. There was a video that was a dance cover of that Kanye song that got this guy a copyright strike. It wasn't an accidental loud truck radio going by. It was someone actually literally using the song as the audio for the video. It is straight up, if you rip the audio from the video, you got yourself an unauthorized copy of the song. It's literally way more of a copyright issue than what happened to Jake and Bake. Monetized with revenue going to the record label. Still available to watch on YouTube. That is the superiority of Content ID versus you can delete your clips and VODs. You break Twitch. And how about that simp thing? You know what? I'm not fooled. You know, everybody's making a big deal about Twitch banned the use of the word simp. I don't care if Twitch is like the snotty high school principal wagging their finger at you and being completely oblivious to their audience. You know, 50% of Twitch's audience, their own demographics reports indicate this. 50% of Twitch's audience is 18 to 34, young people. About 20% of the audience is teenagers. But a corporate grown-ups in an office environment sexual harassment policy, that is going to work with an audience of 20% teenagers. Many of them probably are so naive, they don't even know that why some of those rules would be written. This is just something straight out of corporate HR. But, you know, some juvenile high school kids watching Fortnite streamers are going to comply with this. But I really don't care what kind of screwball policies Twitch is throwing around. All that matters to me is their deficiencies with DMCA make them not worth doing a lot on. Nobody should be out there trying to be a Twitch streamer anymore. Nobody. Until Twitch fixes this, forget it. It is one of many deficiencies with the platform. Not to mention the overemphasis on live stuff. Live content. You know, like that thing that just changed on YouTube this week. Well, it's technically not just videos anymore. There's videos and streams, community posts, content. I think content is overused too much as a word when talking about this multimedia stuff. Whatever. So, until Twitch decides to actually address the real problems, with their pathetic lack of technology, I'm not interested in being anything more than a very restricted game streamer on Twitch for the time being. Even the idea of the radio-style show with commercial breaks, running lots of ads, helping Twitch pay its bills with that run ad break button, making it sound just like you're listening to the radio, you know, that kind of thing, it just doesn't appeal to me. So, retro Nintendo MMO. We're talking games from Atari, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis. You know, games from my childhood and adolescence. Games from before 3D gaming was a thing. Well, we did have PlayStation and everything, but from before, licensed soundtracks were a big thing, unless you count Rock and Roll Racing on Super Nintendo, which I am not going to play on Twitch. I'm waiting for that to be the most ridiculous DMCA that ever happened on Twitch. It's someone getting DMCA'd because Rock and Roll Racing on the Super Nintendo is classic rock midis. That's what the soundtrack is. Classic rock midis. So, boy, would that be hilarious if someone got a DMCA strike on Twitch for playing Rock and Roll Racing on the Super Nintendo. I don't know if it's going to match any RIAA systems unless they run that badly. But, record companies have gone after midis before because you're playing the sheet music. So that's something you'd also need a license for. If not the record companies, then definitely rights holder organizations, because there have been parody artists on YouTube that wrote their own lyrics to existing songs, and the rights holders still gave them a hard time because they were playing the sheet music, essentially. You could extract the sheet music from it. So, different discussion. But that's the thing. So, yeah, I got Twitch affiliate. Whoop-de-doo. I think Twitch affiliate is going to turn out to be worse than YouTube partner in terms of money. Here's why. Twitch has next to no value attached to watching VODs. The emphasis is so heavily focused on live that after the fact is a distant second place experience on there. Now, it's not that bad, actually. One of the fun things about watching after the fact videos on Twitch is that the ad breaks, yeah, they're unskippable, but they're fixed. Not like on YouTube, where the advertising system here is a little bit of an unregulated mess. You might actually get someone else's YouTube videos as a skippable ad. Anybody who's ever had their viewing experience hijacked until they hit the skip button by someone else's YouTube video going through the ad circuit will know exactly what I'm talking about with this thing. So you got that going on. Whereas on Twitch, like 15 seconds, 30 seconds. It's like on TV or on radio. Way more controlled. The only thing that might happen is you might get a whole bunch of ads because you tune in while someone's running an ad break. So this is one of the reasons why I'm as frustrated as I am with Twitch. Because Twitch has the potential to be a pretty decent competitor in this space, but they're not making the investments to do that. They need to understand that Twitch has a very strong brand among young people, gamers, gamer culture, people with goofball lighting setups like this. Twitch as a brand has a lot of strong brand loyalty. And that's the reason why you've got people who associate Twitch with live streaming. Almost master brand status. So to see them leaving DMCA on the table like this, but bragging about better ways to delete your clips in VODs, it's ridiculous. The same thing, too, with the lack of emphasis on after the fact. But we're a live streaming platform. This is what we do. Yes, and guess what your competitors do as they gain market share on a very consistent basis? Live and after the fact. YouTube, Facebook. Enough. So, I got Twitch affiliate, and quite frankly, I'm not going to go too crazy with it. I don't know if we even hit the $100 threshold. How much streaming to two people would I have to do before that happens? So, it's one of those things where I can compare YouTube versus Twitch. I can also upload videos on Twitch now, deliberately upload them to see test the waters, see if Twitch ever got any better with uploading videos. But the big thing is, I've gotten as far as I want to get on Twitch. Not interested in being a partner. It would have to be a very, very liberal contract in order for me to even think of being a Twitch partner. Plus, I'm not going to go crazy about concurrence. I did enough of that just for affiliates. And I've become a bit more familiar with the whole concurrent viewers thing, even on YouTube. When I've run into YouTubers who are OGs from the 2000s like me, and they have way more subscribers than I've ever had, and they're getting 2 concurrents or whatever when they live stream. So the whole thing with viewers versus concurrence, it's still a thing. You know, it's still a thing where you cannot just do an apples to apples comparison of views and concurrence. Everything is different. So concurrence will be lower, sometimes much lower, because whereas the value of something on YouTube is from people just watching it whenever they get to it, seeing you live, and that's one of the reasons too why focusing too much on live stuff is such a problem, because when you're talking about advertising and brands wanting to advertise, when you talk about that with advertising and stuff along those lines, with advertisers and stuff like that, I'm going in a loop here, I'm a little tired. It's not just the live experience that matters. You can run ads on after the fact stuff. I can have an audience in a different time zone that can't watch live because their life, you know, their schedules, sleeping, blah, 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 gets in the way, but they watch after the fact, which is one of the reasons why I focus on show flow so much with streams. Because I want something that's worth watching if you're a VOD frog, as they say over on Twitch. If you're the kind of person that watches streams after the fact, I want to make it worth it for you. Regardless, though, my first affiliate stream will probably involve VIPing, if he's not already, DJ Zana for helping out with the raid that finally tilted the balance above 3. But I really don't care about concurrence or anything of that sort. I do have a sub button, and that's the other. But the main thing, the reason why I wanted to get a sub button on Twitch is actually something I'm going to make a video about at some point. One of the many multimedia meta videos I have to make, as well as, you know, do some tech tinkering and some around the house tinkering and stuff like that, if I can ever carve out the time for that stuff. But one of the reasons why I wanted Twitch affiliate is to unlock the ability to support what I do with Twitch Prime, even if you're not into Twitch. So if you have Amazon Prime service, you can link Amazon Prime to a Twitch account and sub to somebody. You have to keep subbing over and over again, but it's the equivalent of a $5 a month sub over on Twitch. So what you can do is, I know there's people over here on YouTube that are not into Twitch at all. They hate Twitch. They don't do anything on Twitch. They don't care about Twitch. Just make some blah Twitch account, link it up to Amazon Prime. And I'm always looking for ways, those people that want to support what I do, tech or otherwise, I'm always looking for ways that people can support for free. The easiest way is to let the ads run. Don't use an ad blocker. Another thing you can do, now that I have affiliate status over on Twitch, is link everything up, Twitch Prime. You don't watch Twitch anyway, so, but it's the equivalent. Yeah, Twitch takes 50%, so it's really a $2.50 tip, but it's a $2.50 tip for free, just by linking accounts and pushing a button when it comes up. And you're not into Twitch anyways, so what does it matter? What does it matter? Let's see how that works out. I'll make a video about that some point later on. So, but as far as Twitch affiliate goes, because of Twitch's current deficiencies as a platform, it's going to be retro, Nintendo, MMO, stuff that ends in O. That's the kind of games I'm going to stream on Twitch. And I really don't care if the channel goes anywhere or not, because I know that Twitch is a heavily restricted platform. It's not even the best one to be on right now. The best one to be on right now is YouTube. So, and then have social medias going on other stuff, like for pictures, have picture social media and update social media. And this is, of course, a form of video social media over here as well. But yeah, I got Twitch affiliate, but I'm not going to go too crazy with it. It just means that you know, I'm going to continue to try and serve the felt needs of the Twitch community, so to speak. So games that are not as well represented, progress in my MMOs. My main game is Elder Scrolls Online, but I haven't even touched World of Warcraft Shadowlands yet. But the big thing is I'm going to focus heavily on games that will not cause issues with DMCA, because as we've seen with Cyberpunk 2077, there was a bit of a mistake in the remove copyrighted music thing that's in the game. And you know what? At this point, Twitch needs to step up to the plate, or their platform's going to be gimped, plain and simple. Twitch needs to step up to the plate, or the platform's gimped. Too much of an emphasis on live, no system for DMCA, like Content ID, and no interest in doing what's right for the user base. Or improving the user base conditioning so people know that they can go to Twitch for something other than streaming if they don't have anybody live they want to watch right now. So I'd love to see Twitch more as this gaming hub and this gamer culture hub and this, youth culture hub, so to speak, because that's their demographics. Whether or not Twitch ever actually wants to do that is on them. So, yeah, Twitch affiliate, nothing I'm going to be too excited about, and it's as far as I want to go on Twitch. It's until Twitch decides to get their house in order, my Twitch involvement is 100% secondary to YouTube. There's going to be less of an emphasis on Twitch now that I've got an affiliate, because it's basically I'm where I want to be on the platform. I really don't care about anything else and whether it goes anywhere. Now we can get back to more of a round robin bouncing between the various types of content, not just streaming over here on YouTube, by the way, as well.